The Fun Touch OS on the X50 Pro? Well, aside from that name, it's actually pretty good. Hey there people, how you doing? So today, let's talk about the X50 Pro's software, particularly the things that I like, the unique features, and some customizability along with a complaint or two. So first off, the good stuff, and this feels amazingly close to stock Android, albeit there is quite a bit of bloatware here. Honestly, which phone in 2020 doesn't have some form of bloatware on their launches? So just, get rid of them and let's move on. Because in the end, it does look really clean and polished overall. And of course, not to mention the very neat set of live wallpapers, and they are distinct and minimalist in a really good way. If you know me, you know that I like a really good set of wallpapers. Now let's move on to the home screen, and here we do have the choice for animations when we scroll through the pages of the home screen. And since it's baked into the OS, it actually looks really neat once again. And lastly, I do like how the round icons look overall. But of course, we cannot forget that we have Google Feed built into the launcher. And as many of you already know, that is nothing but fantastic because this is a feature that not a lot of phones have, but I feel like every single phone should. But moving on, I do have a little issue or two with regards to the quick toggles panel, or notification panel, whichever you want to call it. Firstly, it's the aesthetics. I just don't like that faded look, and it would have been really nice to be able to change the color theme. Maybe just even change the background color to something like pitch black. That would actually look really nice. But the real and actually quite an annoying problem I've had is the inability to scroll down on the home screen to bring the panel down. Instead, we have this global search thing, and honestly, it just feels pointless because I have my Google search bar right there. And if I wanted to search for an app in particular, I could just use the app drawer. This just basically makes the swipe down on the home screen not useful at all. But in turn, it just forces us to reach all the way up to the top of the screen to just pull down the notification panel. So, it's not really the most user-friendly thing. So the home screen and the app drawer, they're actually very well designed in my opinion. And they're just basically simple and easy to use and customize overall. With the exception, of course, of the notification panel because it feels kind of clumsy. But now, let's get into the settings and the dynamic effects, because that's where things get supremely interesting. We do have a lot of stuff here, and firstly, let's check out the third option. Here, you can change the unlock animation of your home screen. And, in theory, it's really nice. But, as you can see, there is this slight delay right after unlocking, which really feels slow, and although the feature is nice, the implementation really needs some work in terms of speed at least. Up next, for fingerprint animation, and it's actually twofold. Honestly, all of them look really nice. They're minimal yet unique and work just as well, but things double down in the unlock animations as well. And yeah, I know a lot of phones have this feature where you can change the unlock animation, but just the sheer variety and again, the implementation is really good on this one. I mean, just take a look at this. There are so many of these animations, it's almost crazy. Best of all, most of them look super unique and all of them, once again, work supremely well. No stutters or anything as such, just super cool and fluid animations. This hands down impressed me the most actually. But of course, we do have face unlock on this device as well, and naturally, we have the animations for the face unlock as well, a boatload of them even. And just that sheer attention to detail in terms of the small animations like this one that could have just been easily overlooked and, well, not included at all. It kind of soothes my customization freak heart. Then finally, there are more animations for charging and for inserting an USB cable. Honestly, the intricacy of choices and basically the superbly polished customizations and animations is pretty mind-blowing if you ask me. Now another ace up the X50 Pro sleeve is the always-on display, and it's not only amazingly useful, it's also really good on this one. Just the implementation along with the different clock styles, it's all there, and as expected, it all works perfectly. And you know what makes it even better for Vivo is that OnePlus 8 Pro, which is now quite a bit expensive and a renowned flagship, doesn't have an always-on display, while this one has basically one of the best ones I've seen. Speaking of features, another very useful one that the X50 Pro's got is the ability to use the fingerprint scanner without waking up the device. You don't need to tap the screen to wake it or even raise it up. All you gotta do is smash your thumb on the scanner and boom, it's unlocked. Supremely convenient if you ask me. And so that wraps up this software review. I know it was a small one because, well, basically the only complaint that I had for this one was that notification shade thing. And other than that, I am really impressed with how Vivo basically made the software of this device so damn amazing. Because let's face it, obviously with a gimbal camera, mostly everyone would just think that the X50 Pro is all about the cameras, and the phone itself, in terms of user experience alone, wouldn't be that polished. Well, we couldn't be any more wrong because the UI is just fantastic. And you know, just a slew of customizations and fluid, amazing animations that this one's got. It's almost a game changer. And at this price point, no one would really expect the user experience to be this exceptionally good. But you know, it's amazingly nice to see that Vivo made the X50 Pro not only unique and amazing in terms of the cameras, but also in terms of the user experience, where you're basically getting the best of both worlds, both the customizations and the clean UI of stock Android. Well, almost, if you were to get rid of the bloatware. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be seeing you guys later. Cheers.